Hi, I'm Carolina, and today I'm showing you how to make this fabric covered bangle bracelet in just a couple minutes. So I start off with this bangle bracelet here. I found it in the dollar bin at Michael's. It's just a plastic bangle. And we open it up. I have some Mod Podge. Fabric Mod Podge would work great for this, but I just have regular Mod Podge matte, and that'll be fine. I have a foam brush. I don't use a lot of foam brushes, but for this I will. And then I can just toss it when I'm done and don't have to worry about cleaning up brushes. When I'm doing quick crafting, using disposable items can be great. And I've cut some fabric strips. You can cut them whatever width you'd like. These are about 2 3/4, and I have 2 of them. I don't think I'll need 2, but I have an extra one just in case, because when quick crafting, it's always easier to cut an extra strip than later on have to go back and cut another strip. So I start off with some of my Mod Podge, and I'll just coat about 1/4 of the outside, and then I'll do the same on the inside. Good thick coat. Don't worry about putting too much on unless it's dripping all over the place. And I'll start my fabric strip. I'm going to start it on the inside just so I can tuck that raw edge. It'll get covered in the end anyway. And just at an angle, I'm going to start wrapping my fabric strip around. I want to make sure that it's at a pretty good angle, you can see, so that I'm catching the end of the last strip by, between 1/4 and 1/2 inch. When I get to a place where I don't have any more Mod Podge on my bangle, I just add some more. Nice thick coat. You can see in some spots when you do this that you'll see the Mod Podge actually kind of squeegee through your fabric just a little bit, and that's good. The Mod Podge isn't actually going to help the fabric adhere so much to the plastic, because the plastic is such a smooth surface, but it's going to help the fabric adhere to itself, and that's really what you want. And you just keep going. If you're watching this video on my site, More Craft Time, you can always go to my YouTube site, which is Craftmore, CraftMoore, and check out what other videos I have there. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I do all kinds of quick crafts and feature tons of amazing quick crafts at More Craft Time. That's MoorCrafttime.com. And if you like this video, feel free, if you're on YouTube, to click the little thumbs up button just to let me know. So it looks like I do need that second fabric strip, so it's a good idea that I cut it. My fabric strip, by the way, is from a fat quarter, so it's only about half the height of a bolt of fabric. So I'm going to keep going. More Mod Podge. Start my new fabric strip on the inside. Especially since this one probably won't, I'm not going to be going over this a second time, so I want to hide away that end. And I craft over, usually I have my big cutting mat for sewing on my craft table, and since I don't want to get anything on it, I'm actually crafting over. This is just a canvas. You buy them in big packs at any crafting store. Pretty inexpensive. A big pack will run you about $20. And I just use them over and over again. Keeps my work surface clean. Actually makes a nice backdrop for when I'm taking photos of a project and photos of step outs of a project. So it's great for that. So I'm almost done. When I get to the end, I'm going to use some scissors and just trim off the end of my fabric enough so that that end is going to tuck back into my bangle. More Mod Podge. Tuck that in. Now my fingers are already pretty covered in Mod Podge, and that's fine. It washes right off. It's not toxic. I don't have to worry about getting it on me. But now that I've got the fabric bangle covered, I want to make sure that it's really going to stay put. So I'm going to give it another good coat of Mod Podge all over it, because like I said, it's not as much about adhering the fabric to the plastic, which is a smooth surface, but adhering the fabric to the rest of the fabric. So I'm just with my foam brush going to give it a good coat. And here we go. You can see it's only been a couple minutes and we're already almost done with our project here. So I'm giving the outside a good coat. I'm going to give the inside a coat as well. It does make the fabric really stiff, and so when you first start wearing your bangle, you might find that it's a little bit scratchy. If you want, you could always go over it with a little bit of fine grit sandpaper, or even an emery board, a little nail file, to smooth off any rough patches. Or you can just wear it and it'll smooth out as it gets worn, because it's just fabric and Mod Podge. The fun part of this project is actually picking out the fabric that you're going to use. You can pick out all different kinds of fabrics for different holidays. You could do Halloween one, Christmas, patriotic. This one's actually a little patriotic. I picked this fabric because I thought that the blue with the stars would look great just with t-shirt and jeans. I'm a busy mom, so just being able to throw on something like this with a t-shirt and jeans is perfect for me. But you could get all different kinds of fabrics, and depending on your mood or your style, this could absolutely suit anyone. They're also great, quick, and easy gifts to make. Once you have your Mod Podge and your crafting surface out, you can see it's just a quick project. Now I'm just smoothing out any fingerprints, any lumps. I've got some loose threads from the fabric just fraying, and I can always just trim those off after everything hardens. And then all that's left is for me to let it dry. I'm just going to go ahead and take the plastic that I took it out of and just set it carefully on there, and that will give me a surface. It won't really stick to that plastic, or it'll stick a little bit, and I can just peel it right off, no problem. And after it dries, I'll have something that looks just like this. A perfect bangle bracelet. Quick craft. Thanks for watching.